Hello, everyone, and welcome. The skies are open, and we are in for a wet one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, a crew looking to make a statement. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hayden. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes a handoff. It's Blunt. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Chase. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like you did right there.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking.
Well, this offense can get after it a variety of ways in the running game. One of the ways they do it is by using their wide receivers on jet sweeps. Good example right there.
Here on 2nd and short. try to get it to the edge. Keeps the legs moving. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can...
Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of deep in, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throwing right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun to give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hayden. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Line gets set. 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw into double coverage.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass is intercepted.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They feed him again. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Listen, that play didn't work great, but you keep the defense honest, right? Make sure they know, listen, you better stay home. You better stop getting aggressive and trying to run this direction, or else we're going to continue to run the misdirection the other way.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in creasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Hayden. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Finds a man by himself. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that supplement.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but... did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Hayden. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On the option. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point. They're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Temple rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. He now has 61 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the run.
Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And the ball is picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown Tide.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Strikes the blow. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On the ground, it's Blunt.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the tailback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to run for it. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Hayden. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. On the option. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll start this drive firing. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike somewhere you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hayden. Quarterback moving. Oh, it's loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. This is a designed run. It's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. On the run, it's Blunt. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Here comes the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. This is a third and long. To throw, it's Hayden. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback adapted. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hayden. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Looking for blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't. As he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He makes the connection. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. On the move. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Using his feet to buy time. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And it's in there for a touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to the ground. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Hayden. Into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Firing deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's going to fire deep. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass.
He's looking deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hayden. Floats it out in space. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Every
touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point splits the uprights. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a... And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Coming after it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to throw. It's Hayden. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Runs through a tackle. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll take the deep shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Buying some time. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Got it. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team... onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, wants to throw it. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Willis.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down, giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on second and 1. He's looking to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And they are in for the score here late in the fourth quarter. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get to him as he throws. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.